And CT take the bait and use everything they had at the start, and then NIP coming in as Get Right to open things up with a PT50. If you do find that initial kill, all of a sudden the A side becomes a very difficult prospect to retake, and then Freiburg stepping up massively there. We saw him in the video. He wants to prove himself at this event, and that's a massive round for them to get back into this. So, but like you said, Flipside money isn't fantastic now. After losing one round, they're back onto the Famases, one kit, and they're just sink like a grenades as well. So the heavy B play coming in from NIP. I'll be interested to see whether they go for a full set piece here or just going to be walking more contact style.
Charlotte dropping down off Heaven, having seen the smoke. He does get the first one on Freiburg. No one in a great position to respond, but the Molotov's going to hold him. He wants back through it. It's 13 HP, and he goes through at the right time because they were pushing and pursuing. It gives Markelov a chance to try and cover him, but Forrest finds Shara far too quickly.
A very simple play coming from NIP here. They've got B control as well. Markelov is being backed up by World Edits, but still the lack of firepower is going to be a problem. Markelov is the first player to drop as well. Get Right finds him. Now World Edit, can he step up?
He's trying to dart around this. We saw the Molotov from Forrest on the fence. That buys more time that they don't need to watch the flank. They can put more effort to walking into the site, but World Edit dropping threat also drops the bomb, and now Bondic has position to cover it off. Get Right gets caught. A minute to work with. They can slow this down in IP, but it's just Forrest remaining, and that gives away his position entirely, but it brings it back to the one-on-one. Bondic drops his smoke out, tries to fake it for the flash. Doesn't peek immediately after, and Bondic, knowing the situation, does consider the possibility that Forrest could rotate back over. However, with that bomb on the site, Forrest is instead just going to sit in position and wait for him to enter. He's going to use time in his advantage.
Yeah, this is where the mind games begin. He still has 30 seconds as well. Bondic has lost all the information he gathered now. He has no idea whether Forrest has made his way towards CT spawn, or if he's holding that B site. So far it's the latter. He's just going to be holding on and seeing if the CT does face for information. Is Bondic going towards that vent area as well?
And this is the thing. Bondic's going to this vent area right now because he wanted to cut him off in middle, but he can't drop out of this vent area in case he got by because it lengthens his rotation. And interestingly, he is going to go for it because with 12 seconds, he's got to take the gamble, and now he'll know it's on to be. And Forrest won't get good post-point positioning out of it. But he won't get the headshot. Bondic immediately down.
That was very impressive from Forrest. Great awareness from him and a lovely shot to finish things off there. The thing from NIP as well, when they found those initial kills on the bomb site, they were very sloppy at getting onto the bomb site. You saw Get Right is jumping through and is hoping no one was towards upper. They had a minute remaining on the clock now. They could have slowed that right down, used that correctly, and made that a very simple round. But Forrest did step up in the 1v1 situation. Great play from him. Very patient, very controlled, held strong on the site and landed a lovely shot. It's a massive round to win as well. You can see Flipside now pretty much on a full eco. Just P250s and a USP on Markelov. So this would be a nightmare situation for NIP to lose this. You can see them adjusting accordingly as well. Mac 10s and an MP7. They can be the reconnaissance players going in first, looking for the stacks. And if you drop one of those guns back, it's not a huge deal against armor. They're not massively effective, especially if you keep things long range and allow their AKs to do the work. So more of a default player from NIP, just spreading themselves out across the map, seeing if there is any sort of aggression coming in from Flipside. But so far, all good.
It's a little bit different in Flipside's approach, that they've got 2 in the B site, 1 in the vents. So a bit of a B bias.
Well, mid has been a heavy area of contention so far for NIP. They've been putting the smokes down, trying to gain that intel, taking it away from Blade, but you can see Bondic's there, ready to back him up if that does come in. They don't really have anything to work with, just some PT50s. If they manage to get a couple of kills there, or save an AK, that'd be amazing, but that's pretty much all they can hope for here. It's looking like another B play coming in from the Ninjas here. But there are maybe 3 players outside of the map. Get Right could get caught out here.
The wall of smokes in mid indicates they might go toward the vents, but they haven't gone. They've gone all toward the B main position, and Shara and Bondic are shutting that down early. There's still 51 seconds, and yet NIP is still committing to these peaks as well, and there's a full rotation coming over. World Edit's just going to watch middle, but it's a bit more of a B bias again, and more of a stack inside the side, and Forrest is going to put himself in the open. Watch behind, because where's the peak? Where's the refrag? It's Bondic to take one. Pops out and Exist will at least turn that around and get Blade. But 2 players left, and that is all. In this situation, that's a bit abysmal.
That was crazy. I'm surprised they even got away with that. They walked on a player by the bottom. That was it. It looks like World Edit's going to be the last one remaining. Exist does deal with him, but that was too close for an IP there. Like I said, had lots of time to play with. Didn't really have to lose that many frags going into it. There was lots of 1-on-X situations. Get Right does find one, then got dropped, lost his weapon. And it got a bit scary there, but that's 3 in a row now for NIP, and we go into yet another gun round here. Flipside's money still not fantastic, Matt. They have got the 5 rifles, but we always talk about World Edit and his AWP. When he's on form, can be a world-class player with that rifle, can have so much impact going forward. So far, we get to see it. No kits, they have got the utility in the rifles, but still, things not stable in the Flipside camp. Going to round number 8 now, and it's looking like another B play coming in from NIP. All 5 players have heavily committed to this side of the map. We'll see what they can bring to the table here. Contact play once again. We'll just be walking in and trying to find that initial kill.
Good use of Molotovs last time they went for this play in toward Checker. They've got 5 again this time. No pitch play toward it. The Forrest opens it up on Markelov regardless. That said, Forrest is going to take down World Edit. That starts it again as he gets the second entry kill. Blade's falling away from this. They're rotating off, and this is going to be a save. This has to be a save from Flipside.
Yeah, NIP is playing this perfectly. Forrest stepping up. He's having a great game so far. And 3 kills, finds him, locks him down. Simple replay. This is what we're going to see a lot from NIP. We talked about them being a very set-based piece team orientated now since the threats joined them, but they can rely on these heavy fragging potential, especially when they can outclass these players pretty much across the board. And there it is walking to the B bomb site, finding all the headshots. And sometimes that's all it requires, Matt. And Blade and Bondage just trying to save their rifles now. I'll have a look at the cash coming in for the next round. It will be at 4 stage loss bonus, so these weapons in hand, they could force 5 if they wanted to. I'd prefer them just to try and use the rifles and get a couple of kills and wait to get the AWPL. They had a great start here, went up 4-0, but NIP have bounced back since that threat clutch. It's going to be 4-4 now. NIP coming to life here, especially Forrest. Been very influential in some of these key rounds. One-on-one situation. And completely destroys Flipside in round number 8 there. So and that's one of the rifles dropped for Flipside as well. Just Blade keeping his one. So he goes round number 9.
We'll see if that single rifle has any effect.
We'll have to see. Have to see what he can do. Maybe go towards that B site with it. Get a stack going there. It has been a favoured place for NIP, just walking for that bomb site time and time again. See what they bring to the table this round. They've got tons of cash now. 5 AKs, haven't even brought out the Forest AWP yet. A lot of people have been saying that threat may be AWPing. What are your thoughts on that?
I can't. Maybe. I mean, we saw him with Acer do it a little bit, but I think Forrest has to be the upper. He's been playing those positions. It's been Pitt that's playing more in the rifle role. That's kind of how they've gone back to that hybrid NIP early days style. I can't really see it working out that way, but I mean, maybe in a high economy situation, but not for the impact. I still have a feeling we're going to see Forrest on it more than threat.
Oh, absolutely.